We talked about Erick Dampier Jr. on this channel once before, and he was not really listed as a highly rated recruit at the time, but I remember you warned me, just wait, because we're just too far away. This kid's going to end up a top 10 kid in his class, and I feel like we're very much on that trajectory. You were proving to be correct, as you often are with prep basketball stuff. Erick Dampier Jr. was a second team Max Preps freshman All American this high school season. He is obviously the son of former NBA player Erick Dampier, and very physical, very imposing, dominant force of a big man, traditional back to the basket player that I think all programs across college basketball are going to want. During Peach Jam, Dampier Jr. averaged 12 points, 14 rebounds, and 2 blocks a game this summer. So again, his game maps with what we're saying, the stylistic tendencies of it, just being a dominant bruiser down low. And I think he's a long way away from how good he will end up being, a long way away from where his recruitment will end up being. Rivals was able to catch up with him. Jamie Shaw wrote an update over the weekend where we have some quotes from Erick Dampier Jr. and the schools that are recruiting him right now. Cart, you might not believe me on this, but he only talked about 2 schools in this update with Jamie. Jamie almost always hears about 5, 6 schools and lists everybody. Does a great job at getting the full picture of a recruitment. As of right now, the only 2 schools that Dampier really wanted to discuss at length here, Purdue and Mississippi State. And his quote was, right now I have offers from Purdue, Mississippi State, San Diego University, Jackson State, and Southern Miss, is what he told Rivals and Jamie Shaw. We can talk more about the quotes that he gave about Purdue and Mississippi State in just a moment, but I do want to add we're not crazy for saying his recruitment's going to blow up and get bigger here. Jacob Polchek, friend of the program at KSR, also was able to get an interview with Erick Dampier Jr. And he has mentioned that while there is no offer yet, there's no crazy, I don't know, prioritization. Erick Dampier does confirm that Kentucky has shown some interest and that Dampier Sr. has a relationship with Mark because they played against each other way back in the day. So maybe Kentucky looming, as are many of the best programs in the country when we get a little closer to Erick Dampier Jr.'s arrival to college basketball. But early on, it is Purdue and Mississippi State that are the 2 high major programs prioritizing and making an impression on Erick Dampier Jr. Are you surprised that that is the latest update with this kid's recruitment right now?
There are some two things I'd like to address right away. Obviously, Erick Dampier is his father from Mississippi, played college basketball at Mississippi State. Good on Mississippi State for not wasting much time here. To the Purdue fans that are checking this out, because he offered them, mute this just for the next 10 seconds. A message to all the other coaches across the country: do yourself a favor, get your head out of your ass immediately. Now you can turn it back on. Erick Dampier Jr. is like, I'm trying. Okay, it's early on, so he still has a lot of ways to go, right? But the height is there, the game is there. Greg, honestly, I feel like Erick Dampier Jr. should be one of your favorite players. This is like the version of Derek Queen if he was slender. Now he maybe not have. Now he maybe doesn't have at this point the I don't know what you want to call it. It's still early on, like complete skill set of Derek Queen, but I think he's more slender than Derek Queen, so maybe a little bit more finesse at this point. But he also might be more explosive than Derek Queen is, but maybe lacks the skill that I don't know if he gets to that point. But I think the fully realized version of Erick Dampier Jr. is damn near a, a rim protecting version of Derek Queen.
This video is brought to you by NBA 2K Labs or maybe college football labs because the people behind 2K Labs have just built something awesome. CFBLabs.com has everything you need to play college football 26 even better. Cart, you've been playing the game, right?
I have been, but I'm behind the 8 ball, Gregory. There's a lot of people out there who got a little bit of edge on me, but the good folks over at 2K Labs got me covered. They got the playbooks I need, the plays, the head-to-head coaches, knowing some teams. Obviously, way too many college football teams. I need the inside edge here, and they got all different types of things to help me get that edge.
Yeah, I jumped in and started playing Road to Glory over the weekend, and I ended up like a two-star recruit that did not get one snap in season one because I chose the wrong school with the wrong roster that was way too loaded. Had I known that CFBLabs.com exists, I would have made a much more wise decision in my Road to Glory mode. They've got teams, playbooks, coaches, team comparison tools. You can literally see every single play in the game, every player in the game, their rating, what they're good at, all in one consolidated place online to help you make the right choices and win more games in college football 26. CFBLabs.com. Go check it out.
That's kind of like the best case outcome, I think, for this. So, good on Purdue for being in on this early. I'm actually very terrified that he does end up at Purdue because he will have the Big Ten in hell for the year he's there. And yeah, I'm surprised that not every school is like, I get it, it's early, but like, is it too early? Like, offer him Mark Pope. I would.
Yeah, okay, here's what I'm going to say. This one feels like a painter masterclass early because big boy paint, money bags paint, that guy is still picking his spots as evidenced by like the Luke Ertl recruitment, and he's still willing to go under the radar. But maybe most importantly, Paint and staff are smart about the guys they get way out in front of, right? They're offering more people than they ever have. But as evidenced by the Blue Bloods approach here in Kentucky, who's getting a mention without even having offered or spent a lot of time here, Blue Bloods don't feel they need to look into the class of 2028 yet, right? I've got more important things, respectfully. I got to figure out Tyron Stokes and Tay Kinney and all those guys. If you're going all the way three classes in advance, you got to feel that building a relationship matters. And as Michigan State just showed with Carlos Medlock, sometimes that shit pays off. Sometimes kids commit pretty quickly and surprise people. I'm not saying that's going to happen with Erick Dampier Jr., but I am going to say this. This kid very well could end up the best or one of the best bigs in the class of 2028. The recruiting databases are way behind because they're way behind on everybody in the class of 2028. And as soon as he gets some stars next to his name, we're going to start to see all these other schools try to get involved, and they're going to make phone calls, and Erick Dampier is going to say what he said in this interview to Jamie Shaw, which is this, quote, basketball-wise, I want to go wherever fits best for me. I want to play for a coach that will use their bigs, play through their bigs. I like that. When he's asked about Purdue, Cart, he says they love to give their bigs the ball. They like to play through their bigs. That's how they win most of their games. You're giving Matt Painter a 2-year head start at building a relationship as Matt Painter, I would argue, best offensive coach in the country for bigs after what he has done with Haas, with Hammonds, with Harms, with Edie, with Swanigan, with Jawan Johnson back in the day, with what he's about to do with Daniel Jacobson and Oscar Clough, with Trey Kaufman-Renn. What? like you said, go on mute. Somebody prioritize this. And look, there's a long way to go. Mississippi State ties obviously matter, but I have a hard time envisioning anyone's going to catch up to Matt Painter given how early they're prioritizing this.
Congrats. Good work, Paint. Congrats. Go ahead and start selling the jersey in the NIL store now. I know it's a little bit early, but that is 2-5 retired. Maybe they'll put him in 15. No, they won't put him in 15. No disrespect to Zach Edey. But that 25 will go crazy with Dampier Jr. on the back. And I'm going to be disgusted because all Paint had to do was just beat out Steve Lavin and San Diego, for the love of God. What, Greg? What?
Do you want me to talk you off the ledge with a reason he won't go to Purdue?
Please.
Here's the final sentence from Erick Dampier Jr.'s quotes on what he's looking for. Quote, I like watching football, so definitely a good football team too.
Yeah, they'll be fine by then. Odom will have him back. That's fine.
So basically, because he has 3 more years, Barry Odom's, he just needs to get them to 7-5 in 3 years.
And when it gets to that point, I want Barry Odom to get his flowers because he brought Dampier Jr. home.
Basically, it's on Barry Odom to be bowl eligible in the next 3 years, and Erick Dampier Jr. comes.
That's all we need.
Also, good news for Purdue. Now we can flip it the other way too. Don't got to worry about Kentucky. if he cares about football.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Uh,
yeah, who else? Kentucky, UConn, North Carolina, Duke.
hey, relax. My Tar Heels are going to be good in football.
All righty.